Hello, guys. Hello. We're back again. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. What a long day. I was at work for way too long. Hope you're all having a good one, guys. Hope you're all having a good one. All right, we are back again on Void Knight Hammer Smite. These were T6s. Okay. Increased chance to find potions. Increased area for area skills. Stuff this in the bank. Let's check out our throw and attack speed. Oh, I got lucky with that one. Do I even need void resistance? Wouldn't hurt. Would not hurt at all. Okay. we can just leave that one. Oh, that literally used all of my forging potential. 22. I got nothing. Well, this was a failure. Shatter it. Okay. Level 83 for Wrong Warp. Okay, let's go run some monos. Hope you're all having a good one. Okay. But you're back. Welcome back, Air Dragon. Hope you're doing better today than yesterday. What's up, Mike? Little ass Epoch tonight? Yeah, Mike. How you doing? Pretty good exporting a video. Excellent, excellent. Hope it doesn't take too long. Two and a half hours. Ouchies. Yeah. How big is the video? Are you, also, is it in 4K? Because that could also explain a lot. Jeez. Do I really want to raise the corruption that high? I feel like we're already at a moment right here. Yeah, 4K makes sense. Build's dope. Glad you like it. There's a link in the description over there on YouTube. Loosely followed that guide. It's, in my opinion, a little self-indulgent from Volca over on Max Roll. But I took inspiration from it, so I like to be like, yo guys, got the idea from this guide. My version's a little bit different. Nice, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so see if I got any other 2 LP bleeding hearts. Are they? Do I literally only have 1 2 LP bleeding heart? I only have 1. What do I want to use that one for? Okay, what's my best rolled? What is my best? Okay. I could try slamming this into this. Try and get the spell crit to go over. Well, let's go run a quick let's go run a quick Jura. I don't know. Can this build do T4? That is the question. I don't know if it can. Well, let's give T4 a shot. If T4 fails, then we'll do T3 just to get the slam off. Remember in 2020, last Epoch was only the end times. I had a crazy dark vibe. Yeah, I didn't play back then. Well, this build, I feel like, would resonate with that vibe. Definitely, yeah. Where we take the Smite and convert it into, well, we've taken Smite, converted it into avoidability. Now we're just raining down dark, void bolts of energy. These guys do stand a chance. Yeah, they're not just immediately dying. Yeah. Yeah, it certainly fits. Well, kind of a quiet night for blasting with mode engage. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You take care, man. Appreciate the lurk, Air Dragon. Hope you feel better. Alright, can the build do T4 Jura? It can, but man, that took a while. Vessel Strife. Garbage. Yeah, that was a lot of wands. Absolute garbage. What I could try doing, I could try slamming a Ron Warp. Let's just put that on there, just to have 4 affixes. Yeah, build was not the best Jorah build, but it did the job. Honestly, what I might try doing, might just try running a bleeding heart. Do I have one with a good attack speed on it? It's 10%. 7.6. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try running that through the dungeon. All right, let's grab a couple keys. Oh man.
How is this possible? Only I should be able to command time here.
Welcome on, everybody. We took a break from monos. We're doing some T4 Jura. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Volca on the use of the Bleeding Heart. I thought it would just kill us, right? Because you're inflicted with bleed when you cast a spell, but since we're not directly casting Smite from the hammers are casting it, we don't get inflicted with bleed. And bro, this leech, like, we're healing a lot. We're leeching a lot. Now, I'm kind of curious about this Ron Warp here. I only got a 1 LP. And I really do like this Mad Alchemist Ladle. Ah, I went backwards. Alright, cool. Oh, what? What killed me? The lightning hit? Well, damn. Well, damn. Well, what is this? Get that crap out of here. Man, that took a long time to get to Jura. Like, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I mean, because we killed her the first time. Let's just do it again. I probably had to sidestep that lightning ball that she threw. And I was too... I will admit, I was a little focused on trying to get the anomaly to go. I don't know. Maybe I got a little cocky with the Bleeding Heart, thinking I can heal through whatever damage she was throwing at me. I'll just have to keep that in mind. They really need to fix that. Parts of the train are eating my hammers. Like this pillar right here just ate all of my hammers. Was it the pillar? No, it was the table. The table's eating my hammers. Okay, get me out of that corner. It was eating hammers. All right, here we go. Round 2, chat. T4 Jewelry. Well, this is technically round 3. We killed her the first time. The second attempt, we died out of nowhere. Third attempt. Yeah, I didn't teleport back in time. No, no, don't keep going to the center of the room. Yeah, this might be a long one, chat. At least we got some range, but... Oh, what? Fucking glitch, man. Okay. Formosus is also heavy. No, the glitch. The glitch, Daria, is when you come out of a when you come out of a teleport like that, and if you use if you come out of a teleport like that and you use a so you shift realms, and then if you use a volatile reversal, sometimes it'll just shunt you into a different part of the room. In this case, all the corners, all the sides of the room have what am I even trying to say? They all have the void pools, and they shred your void resistance and pretty much kill you instantly if you go over there. You're not supposed to walk into those areas. It's to prevent you from hiding there when all the beams are going around in a circle. Yeah, Michael. And so what happened is I came out of the time shift, and then I used volatile reversal to do the extra damage, and it glitches. And what it did is it shunted me all the way to the side of the room, and I died instantly. And that one was annoying because we'd been fighting that particular version of Julra for a hot minute, and she was about to die, and then the glitch essentially killed me. And yeah, I got pretty upset about that. Yeah, yeah. So it's okay. All right. I'm done being upset. Let's go back. Let's go back. I got it out of my system. Hey, what up, Jay Wody? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good one. Void crap? Yeah. Better than you. Yeah, I'm doing better. That was just, it was annoying. It was a long day too. They had an emergency training day at work. I'm not going to get into the particulars, but halfway through the day, we had to shut down production. Had to shut down what we were doing to go to this training, and at least for my side of things, pretty much had nothing to do with this. So the whole kitchen staff's just sitting there going for like 5 hours. And then we had to get there early. The whole thing was, like I said, I'm not going to get into the particulars, but I was at work for like 11 hours. Yeah. So what have you been up to, Jay Wody? Is everything going all right with you, man? I know you said you're doing better than me, so I mean that's good. Work mostly, bro. I guess I'm okay. Haven't been feeling grand. I'm not work. If I'm not working, I'm sleeping. Oh, that's kind of a weird place to be. I mean, I get it. I know what you mean. Well, hopefully it's just a short season, and this isn't like a long-term thing for you. I mean, thanks for being here. All things considering, thanks for stopping by and saying hi, man. I appreciate it. Sounds like your time is rather precious, and you chose to come say hi. I thank you. New meds got you run down a little bit. I hope you adjust to that. So, did they take you off the old meds? Or is this like in addition to those meds that you were trying to get used to? No, they doubled down. Oh, I got you. All right. It's a double. Man, yeah. I could see why you'd be tired and a little worn out from that. All right, here we go, chat. Fresh fight, fresh perspective. I know we got this. We've already beaten her. Oh, it did it again. It did it again. This one wasn't as bad because at least it was within still like the first 30 seconds of the fight, but that's still frustrating. Yeah, this one's not as bad. I think one of the things is like, it'd been such a long time since it had even done that. Like, that one caught me completely off guard. And then on top of it, it was like right when she was about to die. You know, she was sub 10%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. What the frick? So that first one really hit me hard. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, I yelled it. Sorry. Sorry to anybody's ears. Yeah, Alien. So what's happening? And this is on me, but I don't think it should be. It's muscle memory. So what's happening is I'm switching timelines with D. You know how you like switching back and forth between the timelines, and then what's happening is I'm hitting volatile reversal real quick right after switching because I'm trying to like maximize damage while I can before the little lasers come back up. And then what that does is it causes a glitch because you try to go back to where you were 2 seconds, which was in a different timeline. And this is what I suspect. I don't know for sure, but I suspect it's trying to take me back to where I was 2 seconds ago, which was in a whole different timeline. And so the game doesn't know what to do, and it just shunts me across the map. Yeah, and so what happens is it shoots you, or in this case me, into these void pools that are in the different parts of the room to prevent you from just sitting there. You know, that way the laser beams don't go over there. You can't just sit there and escape the laser beams. But what the void pools do is a massive amount of void damage, and it shreds your void resistance. So when I get shunted over there, it shreds all my void resistance within half a second, and then I just die. It's like there's no reaction time. And so what had happened last fight, that same thing had happened. I got really upset. And so then we went back again. It's happened again, but at least it happened at the beginning of the fight. You know, that way I wasn't invested in this long-ass fight. If this build was a little bit better, I'm trying to make it better by trying to, like, you know, slam a few items. And I have to do T4 to slam what I want to slam. Here, let me show you. So you got to do T4 to slam level 80 or higher uniques. And I'm trying to slam a Ron Warp. And Ron Warp is level 83. So I have to do T4. I guess what I could do is I can leave this alone, take some time, go run some monos, then go back after I've had a chance to. Well, I already feel like that time's already come and gone. And then try the fight again. I could go hop on a different character that can probably do T4 Jorah a little bit easier. That's whatever. I mean, we've killed her once with the build. So I think I'm just going to go like run some monos real quick. Just let it go. I think that's what's going on. Yeah. How you doing today, Alien Angel? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Could probably just kill her without the VR. Yeah, I probably can. The problem is it's muscle memory. I'm just so used to opening a fight. So what I could do is take it off my skill bar just to prevent me from doing that. You're tired but doing good otherwise. That's a good place to be. It's at least here it's almost 7 p.m. I don't know where you're located. If you're like on the East Coast, then yeah, it's getting kind of late for you. I've been playing Sentinel for so long, it's baked into my psyche. You're getting ready to do a bunch of damage real quick. Volatile reversal, go. Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern, yeah. So it's getting pretty late for you. Okay. Let's do it. And then when we get to Jorah, I should try and take Ron Warp off my not Ron Warp, Volatile Reversal off my skill bar. What the heck? What the heck is going on here? I've been playing Void Smite and kind of hate Volatile Reversal because I keep checking in on something to attack and then hitting VR and ended up far away, but the damage is nice for bosses. Yeah, especially if you're not used to Volatile Reversal, it could definitely kind of mess with you. Before this, I was playing a Void Cleaver Racing Strike build, and that was a ton of fun. I've played Smite Hammered In, but I've never done Void Smite. Interesting. Interesting. You see, I haven't jumped on the Healing Hands ward spam gravy train. Yes and no. Let's double check something going on. So I did jump on it kind of early. When I first heard about it, so I did a Void Knight Rive Healing Hands build, and so I did a Void Knight Rive Healing Hands build. I played it for a week. I got kind of bored, but I posted the build guide. That one actually netted me like 8,000 views, but it was clearly rushed because I wanted to move on from it. Let's that. And then that was the last time I touched Healing Hands, and yeah, there's been many iterations of the Healing Hands spam gravy train. So I did jump on it a little bit, but not much. I've decided to not really mess with it that much. It's boring. And plus, the newest build that I saw, you just kind of stand there and let the Divine Bolts just attack. All you got to do is just spam Healing Hands with cast speed. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. That's what I said. Jeez. Are we just gonna get blocked at like every corner? What about you, Alien Angel? Did you mess with Healing Hands at all? Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I've been using that and Void Smite build. I kept getting Sentinel gear over Rogue, so I thought I'd look up what all the fuss was about. Divine Bolts, but like you said, the gameplay looks. I'm guessing there's more to that. Good old YouTube preventing long comments. Character limit? Okay. Kind of boring, so pick Void Knight instead, and then eventually saw a Void Smite build that uses the ward to stay alive. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, shield charge is really cool. Been fun so far. Not as crazy levels ward generation yet. So I do have to pay attention, but single target DPS gets really high. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's right here. Alright. Here's the challenge, chat. Don't use volatile reversal after changing timelines. This is going to be hard for me. We might die again to the same thing. Okay, I used it there. We're fine. Quit moving to the center of the room. That was just a one shot. Okay. I think we're just gonna. I think we're just gonna have to leave T4 Jura alone. I think we're like, I don't know what's going on, but like, I have no idea. Like, I had like over 3,000 health. Like, if that was enough to one-shot me, then yeah, that's true. I wasn't using Bleeding Heart when I fought T4 Jura the first time. That's true, but like, I don't know. There's something really weird. Like, okay, let's give it a shot, Michael. Let's give it a shot. Demon Slayer, thanks for subscribing over on YouTube. I was liking the Bleeding Heart for the sustain, but you're right. We don't have it. We have less health. We don't have the critical strike multiplier. Nope. What's up? You didn't subscribe on YouTube? Wonder why I got that notification then. Oh, hey, what up, Soul? The only gear that you need for it to work, you don't need any uniques, but Mad Alchemist Ladle isn't too bad. The build guide actually recommends Ron Warp, which I've been trying to slam here. I killed T4 Jewelra once with the build, and then I've just been dying either to glitches or she just one-shots me. Bleeding Heart's actually not too bad with it, because you would think that we would be dying from the bleed when we're casting spells with the Smite, but when the Smite gets procced by the hammers, because you need these idols. I guess I should say, Soul, you need these idols, these Keen adorned Raye idols. They give you a chance to cast Smite when you hit with a throwing attack. So when we're doing hammers, there's a chance. So if you have all four, there's a chance to get that. And then, you know, spell critical strike. Having a +3 to Smite's really nice. Anchor of Oblivion's a good relic to use. Okay. This attempt goes out to Michael. If it fails, I'm going back to monos. At this point, I don't even know if it's worth it. The amount of time invested. Anyway, Soul, if you're interested, there is a build guide in the description. You can feel it? All right. There is a build guide in the description of this live stream. It's from Maxroll. They have a list of all the gear that you need. I didn't follow it to a T, but I did take inspiration from it, so that's why I got the link in there. Plus, if anybody wanted to try it out, there's a full-fledged guide. Sweet thing. Yeah, you're very welcome, Soul. You can do it. Thanks, Jay Wody. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Sorry if I acted a little out of turn. I'm usually not like that. I'm usually like, let's chill. For whatever reason, that glitch hit me right in the feels. All right, this one's for victory. Let's see, is it right over here? Might not be.
Stand down or die.
Well, that was a nice sprint. Yeah, you like that? All right, here we go, chat. Rematch. We have taken the bleeding heart off. If we kill her, the whole reason why I was using the bleeding heart was the sustain. But this might just give us the extra damage and resistance and health that we needed. Yeah, okay. Oh, whoops. That was on me, chat. Oh, now she's in the center of the room. This is going to be very interesting. The build really, like, even though it looks like it has range, the build really benefits from being, like, right next to her. There we go. Well, I think Mike was right. The hell yeah, Batman. The damage seems a bit less than the Void one, or am I wrong? What do you mean by the Void one? Absolute garbage. After all that. After all that. Let's just go. The Void build. Oh, yeah. It's way less damage. The Void Cleaver Racing Strike. Void Cleaver Racing Strike is a big, like, amount of boom damage, and then, like, run around, boom damage, run around. This is more consistent, but the thing is, even though it looks like this would be a really good range build, technically the most amount of damage you do with the build is, like, right here, where my mouse is. Do you see that? That's where most of the damage is. And so when she's sitting in the middle of the room like that with the void beams, I can't go up there. They'll kill me, right? So then when the hammers start to space out like this, you get less concentration, which gives you less chance to smite. Yeah, this is more... It's technically not dot, but it's basically dot. When I could sit on an enemy like right here and they're like standing right there, like that's where the most amount of damage is going to be. My echoes are going off. You have the highest concentration of hammers, but when they start getting out further from me, they also start spacing out. So you might think of this as a ranged build, but it's really not a ranged build. You just have more, it's more like your melee has more of an area of effect. And then, yeah, the Void Cleaver Racing Strike was just like, boom! So against Jorah, yeah, the hammers kind of suck. Oh, shit. Oh, you played the first hour of Assassin's Creed Mirage? What did you think? Also, this build is just way less tanky than the Void Cleaver Racing Strike. I definitely feel it. It's just nowhere near as tanky as that build. Like, I'll get one shot by the most random things. Hit the Xbox controller. Game is amazing. The story was good. The gameplay starting is a bit rough, especially hating the Xbox controller on PC. I got you. Are you more of like a PlayStation guy, or just don't like controllers in general? I guess we could try fighting Orbis. I'm concerned about going to plus 500 corruption. Yes. Another Omnis. Let's add that to the collection. That's a lot of wands, yeah. Alright, chat. We'll see if I regret that, though. Yeah, now we're at 552 corruption. Yeah, you're more of a PlayStation guy. I got it. Does the PlayStation controller just not work on PC that well compared to Xbox? PS5 control 552 nice. PS5 controller works fine for me. Last Epoch's controller support is pretty sketchy though. Nah, my PS controller is like 12 years old and worn out. I need a new one, so figured I'd save for a scuff. Got it. Got it. So in the meantime, you're using an Xbox controller, which is not the greatest for you. Yeah, Daria, we had raised one timeline to over 600 corruption when we were playing the Void Cleaver Racing Strike. So playing on this build now, there's all this bonus catch-up mechanic corruption going on because we've switched builds, and it's someone left it there. Got it. They're like, well, this is here, so I'm gonna use this. So it keeps raising the corruption, Daria, by like huge amounts. Because I have a timeline at over 600 corruption. It's like 620 or something.
shadow will cover this world once more. Ah, that's it. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haste, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world ends. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more.
So if you're just tuning in, we're now at 552 corruption. I don't know how efficiently we're doing 552 corruption, but we are doing 552 corruption. Hey, what up, Maxim? I'm not even gonna bother with the exile mages. Is this stronger than the paladin version? It's strong. Is it stronger? I would probably need more gear to determine that. As of right now, I feel like you gotta finagle it a little bit. Like, you gotta have anomaly up like almost constantly. It's good. It's good. For sure. I think it potentially can be stronger than the paladin version. Yeah, I think it could potentially. It's a lot more straightforward because the paladin version, you got to kind of have your build set up in a particular way. You gotta have like mana on everything. If you don't have mana on everything, it really kind of stinks. It also, so in this version, when you take this node, which converts Smite from fire damage to void damage, Smite no longer heals, but you could take this node right down here, World Eater. You'll get 6% melee damage leached his health. Means nothing to us. We're not doing melee, but void damage leached his health. We get 6% of that. And then this node converts Smite from scaling with attunement to scaling with vitality. And it gets flat damage from vitality. So if we look at the scaling tag now, yeah, that's true. This will never be a face roll build that you push 1,000 plus corruption with. But with Smite, you see I have 53 vitality on my gear. So I get 53 flat spell damage, void damage. The guide, which is in the link in the description over on YouTube, calls for Ron Warp as the wand. I'm using Mad Alchemist Ladle. But if you can get spell critical strike chance onto something like Ron Warp, especially if you can get a 2LP and get spell critical strike chance and increase spell damage, this could potentially be better. One thing I like is you don't have to just slam mana onto the gear. Now on here, I do have mana, but you could put something else in place of the mana. And then it's pretty straightforward. Just focus on getting a lot of vitality on your gear as well as like health. Like I said, I don't have the best gear. Anchor of Oblivion is not a must, but it's very nice. Anchor of Oblivion is not a must, but it's very nice. especially if you can get a +3 smite to it, onto it, because Anchor of Oblivion gives us a huge amount of percentage void damage. It gives us some strength, which we don't really scale off of, but strength is still nice because it gives us armor. It caps our endurance for us because you already start with 20 endurance and it caps at 60%. So when you add on 40% endurance, 40% plus 20% equals 60%. So one Anchor of Oblivion will cap your endurance. If you can get the right shield, you'll have 100% block chance. The build guide does call for a bleeding heart if you can get like a crit multi or health or spell critical strike chance. I couldn't get that on there, but bleeding heart is really nice because what happens is normally you would not use bleeding heart with a smite build. Why? Because smite, when you cast it, it's a spell. With bleeding heart, you are inflicted with bleed every time you cast a spell. So if you're like casting smite a bunch, you're gonna all of a sudden have 20 stacks of bleed on you and you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be a hurting unit. But since the hammers are proccing the smite for us, we're not considered casting smite. So we're getting all the benefits of bleeding heart without the negatives, or at least the main negative, which is you're inflicted with bleed when you cast a spell. The thing is, I haven't been the best bleeding hearts I've only found 1 2 LP bleeding heart. Everything else has been 1 LP. If you can get a 1 LP bleeding heart with like crit multi or spell critical strike chance on there, that'll be really good. I haven't gotten that yet. We did 4 T4 jeweler runs. We only killed her twice out of like the 7 times we attempted it. It was frustrating. We died a bunch of times to glitches. It was annoying. I think this could potentially be as good, if not better, than the hammered in one. I don't know if we'll ever see like as high damage hits as we get with the hammered in one, but one thing you get is your echoes. Your echoes cast the hammers too, so you end up getting way more hammers, which leads to way more chances to proc smite. So potentially, but I would have to probably play this build for like a couple weeks, find some good gear, and then have a better breakdown. As it stands on Thursday, No Rest for the Wicked's coming out, so I'm going to be playing that. I don't know how long. I might play it for literally that one day and then put it down. Depends. So we shall see. We shall see where the road takes us. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I actually got to go out of town, so I will not be able to stream, but I'll be back again on Thursday when No Rest for the Wicked comes out. So I'm interested in trying that game. I was not there to see the glitch, but I'm sure it's because you recolor time with your ability and went back to the other time. Yeah, no, you already know. You already know what it is, Maxim. You use volatile reversal, it shoots you back to where you were 2 seconds ago, but it doesn't know where that is, and so it puts you into the void pools that just instantly kill you. You already know, Maxim, that was the glitch right there. Yeah, it happened to you too. It's annoying as hell. Because I got all this muscle memory of like, use volatile reversal, and then it just shunts you into one of the void pools, which instantly kill you. The only time I ever survived that happened to me when I was playing Void Cleave Erasing Strike, and that build was just so gosh darn tanky. It sent me into one of the void pools, and I instantly used Void Cleave and got out of it because Void Cleave was a traversal skill, but it still almost killed even that build, which was super tanky. I like how you're like, I wasn't here for it, but I'm pretty sure it was this, this, and this. And I'm like, that's exactly it. All right, chat. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Be right back. shit. How often do the hammers get eaten by walls? Way too often. It's not every wall, too. It's just sometimes you'll run into like a pillar or a boat or something. And they'll start hitting it, and then all of a sudden they'll start despawning. I call it, you know, being eaten. Yeah, no rest for the wicked in 2 days. Comes out on Thursday. What do you mean by it might beat LE? Like for my attention? No. I mean, for temporarily, but at the same time, I mean, with last Epoch, we're closing in on 2 months of the first cycle. I've played so many different builds. I wouldn't mind playing something else for a little while, but nothing's ever gonna pull me away from last Epoch like permanently. And from everything I've seen from No Rest for the Wicked, like it definitely looks like I'll have a good time, at least for a little bit, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like going hardcore on it, being a Souls-like. One thing I like about action RPGs like this is I like just getting on and chilling. How do I keep motivation? With last Epoch? It's pretty simple for me, actually. When I get home from work, I like to just play something simple. Okay, hold up. Okay, yeah, so for me, I like to play a nice simple loop when I get home. Like on the weekends, I like to try different stuff or play games with more thought behind it. The last few Saturdays, I've played like different games altogether. Now, I'm playing No Rest for the Wicked on Thursday simply because that's the day it comes out. It's a brand new release. There's a lot of anticipation behind it. So I want to at least check it out. I don't know if it's something that I would play long term. Like, especially because No Rest for the Wicked, to answer Jay Wody, it's an action RPG, so top-down, isometric, but it's also a Souls-like game, so like Dark Souls or Elden Ring. And I don't know if I'm going to be all for just sweating, trying to take out bosses and everything on there. Who knows? It might be a ton of fun. Yeah, with more skill required, for sure. Like, I don't even, honestly, on a day after work, I don't even like playing in the arena anymore. I just like going and farming. chilling, relaxing, talking with you guys, playing different builds. That's where a lot of the motivation is. It's something familiar. It's something that has a repeatable loop. I can just kick back. I can talk with you guys. We can talk about the game. We can break it down. I put out videos, try it out. Like, honestly, I don't even think I would have played. I don't even think I would have played Void Knight Hammer Smite, but a couple people asked about it, and I was like, sure, I'll give it a shot for you guys. So, yeah, that's where a lot of the motivation comes from. Like, I'm not trying to push like super high corruption. I'm just playing the game. If I get to a point where I'm just dying constantly, I'll either go to a different build or lower the corruption. Yeah, at least chill. Like, honestly, if No Rest for the Wicked's kind of a flop, I think on Saturday I'm going to go back and play Stolen Realm again. I think that would be a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing that. Now, that's a game, like, you know, being a turn-based sort of tactical classic RPG style. I don't know if I could be playing that on the weekdays. Like, just trying to, like, find the optimal strategy. I'm just, like, even on Saturday, I was kind of burned out. I was at a party, so I've been drinking. So it was funny though, it added to it. I was just running there and die Unga Bunga style. Then we watched my friends try and, can't seem to get anything recently. Yeah, if you're into turn-based games, man. Well, actually, no, you were here for that stream on Saturday. Jay Wody. From what I heard, you sounded interested in checking out Stolen Realm. I definitely think that game is a hidden gem, for sure. What's it called again? Stolen Realm? Yeah, I do agree, Maxim. Like, because, yeah, sure, there's the arena, but arena, like, sometimes kind of forces you to play like this. Like, maybe not looking off to the side like that. Yeah, oh yeah, the pirate. Yeah, you remember that one. Try not to get, like, once you get to a certain point, you're trying not to get one shot by mobs. Like, they'll do that to you. And then you've invested, like, 40 minutes into a run, and then all of a sudden, like the game hitches, or a pack of mobs comes rolling out, and they just go, you're dead. And then you're like, wow, I'm not going to say it's wasted, but if you didn't even beat, like, your old record, you're kind of like, oh, man, I got to start all over again. And then what else? You got the dungeons. Dungeons are okay, but the difficulty's kind of capped there, which is not a bad thing. But dungeons, I don't feel, are supposed to be like that aspirational content. And then you got the monoliths, which you got to push the difficulty in if you really want to get feel like somewhat challenged. Like for me, the monoliths are fine, but you know, sometimes, especially if it's like on a weekend, and you want to get something more out of it that's not like arena, then yeah, you're kind of your options are limited. Yeah, that's what I've been told, that Path of Exile's endgame is definitely more fleshed out. But I mean, that's the benefit of a game that's been out for more than 10 years. You got plenty of systems in there. Last Epoch still needs to get to that point. Endgame is just confusing. LE gameplay is better than Path of Exile. I'll take your guys' word for it. I didn't make it that far. Yeah, I'm interested in Diablo 4 Season 4. I think that comes out, like, what, May 14th? Yeah, no, I want to try it out. I want to try it out for sure. It looks like it's enough of an overhaul to entice me to come check it out. Like, I like Diablo 4. It's just, it was kind of like what you're describing last Epoch. There wasn't much of an endgame there. I feel like there was less of an endgame in Diablo 4 than there was in last Epoch. Oh, hey, what up, Spox? How's it going? I like why Diablo 4 as a dodge mechanic. Oh, yeah. You can press space bar. Yeah. That was a good ad for Diablo 4 for sure. Main thing that annoys me about LE in-game is that so much of it is about slamming together so many exalted and uniques, but you gotta clear jewelry one item at a time. Yeah, that is a little annoying when you got so many slams you gotta do. I don't mind doing the dungeon, but it messes with the pace of crafting so much. Let me just clear it a bunch of times to get some crafting mats, then go slam a bunch of items in town when I want. Yeah, I got you. It's... I like the cost reward with it, but at the same time, it's like I got so many items I can slam, but it's just I don't have the time to keep clearing Jura over and over and over and over again. Not to mention that sometimes, like when you're playing a build that's like this one, for instance, that's not as good as like my other builds that I've played, it just takes longer. So then it's like I'm feeling like I'm a little bit punished. Almost like when we were fighting against Jewel earlier, Alien, like I was like, dude, should I just go switch characters right now? Should I go back to Void Cleaver Racing Strike just to clear Jorah more effectively, to slam these last few items just to see? Because like even after you kill Jorah and you go to slam some items, you get one shot, and if you got like a 1 LP item and it's a bad thing, then you got to go through the entire dungeon again to kill Jorah, and each dungeon run is different, you know? Like sometimes you find the entrances real quick and you're off to the races. Other times it takes forever to find the entrances. And then you realize you spent like 25 minutes running through the dungeon killing Jorah just because you got lost in a maze trying to find the entrances to her. Like if they made it a lot simpler, like go here, kill Jorah, bam, like would that be such a bad thing? Maybe, maybe not. I do think it needs to be looked at again. It's a time investment too. I do like the idea that I had to overcome something to get this slam. I only do SSF hardcore now and last Epoch, rocking an 84 hardcore Necro and a 55 Totem Druid. If a hardcore character dies, you delete it. Got it. Yeah, like I just got this Ignite one-handed Exalted. If I could just slam it with Jorah mats for my stash, I'd do that and vendor it when it's trash and continue my mono run. Hey, what up? Christian! Also, I think another annoying thing about last Epoch... Hey, what up, Chris? Over on Twitch? Another annoying thing is, like, if you're trying to farm a specific unique that only drops from bosses, A, it's just terrible right now. And B, if it's a monolith boss, you gotta farm all that stability just to get a shot at the item. The slam mechanic is really cool, but I have like 5 million fire starters to slam. I'm not going to do them one by one if I also have some gear for my main to slam. Yeah. Yeah, the slams are just time consuming. Like, I would certainly, like, I don't want to have slams just become this transactional thing. You go to something in town, you slam it, that failed, oh well, do it again. But at the same time, I don't have time to do all those slams. There are very few uniques I'm interested in. Just easier to just glyph it exalted. Yeah, for sure. Because I certainly wouldn't want slams to become okay, you do this dungeon, great, you're now at the boss. You've done the dungeon, you've killed the boss, you're now at the box, and you could choose what goes on there. That would just suck. In my opinion. Just like, oh, I instantly got what I wanted. You'd lose out on the excitement of, oh my gosh, look at this epic slam I got, you know? But at the same time, it's like I've just spent the past 2 hours doing jewelry runs. I've slammed X number of uniques, and I've gotten no slams that I want. Oh, 2 LP Bleeding Heart. Nice. Oh, shoot. You know what? It might be cool if they had like a token system. Like you go kill Jorah and she drops like X number of tokens. And it's anywhere from like 2 to 6 tokens. And then you can go into town and then slam it. Be like, oh, okay, cool. I just did this jewelry run. She dropped 3 tokens. That gives me 3 slams, right? Instead of 1 jewelry, 1 slam. 1 jewelry, 1 slam. And then they have like varying, like depending on what tier of jewelry you killed, determines the kind of tokens. I think that could be a more interesting system. Like that would honor time commitment that you put into it. But then also, you're not removing the transactional mechanic behind it. You're not like, I go to box, I put items in box, failed, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So like, let's say you're doing some slams and you go and you kill Jorah like 6 times and then you walk out with like 25 tokens. Okay, I see what you're saying. So there's like a way to earn tokens outside of it, but you still have to kill Jorah for the 1 slam. Yeah, that or you earn a currency like you do in the Soulfire Bastion. Yeah, because I don't want that to happen either. You just, slam as many uniques to your heart's content. Like, I want there to be, like you had to earn that. But, like the Soulfire Bastion, you earn a currency running the dungeon. And you can even save up the currency between... Oh, shoot. I think at this point... Yeah, like you can even... in the Soulfire Bastion, you can save up the currency and do, like, a couple runs. And then, bam, just slam the vendor a bunch of times. So if you, like, earned a currency from the dungeon... that would let you like either buy tokens or grant you X number of rolls per amount of like number of slams per currency earned. Like I think that would be more interesting than the current model of one Julra run, one slam. But I still like the idea of you have to actually kill Julra to get to the box. Because, like, in the Soulfire Bastion, like, if you're running through it and then you get to, was it Chromosis, I think is the Lich, and then you die, well, you don't lose that currency. You can just run the dungeon again, have the currency already saved up that you've earned, run through it again, and then this time you kill them. Now you got a whole bunch of currency from your previous dungeon run, and it's not just, I guess that run is just completely gone now from Julra because like with the because the other two dungeons are kind of currency based, whereas Julra is not a currency based. So Soulfire Bastion, you earn the currency in the dungeon. The Lightless Arbor, you have to have your own gold already. Kill the boss, and then that gives you access to the vault where you spend your gold, but you can already have all that currency saved up. It's not like you have to run through the Lightless Arbor to earn the currency to use the vault. You already come into that with a currency. So I like the idea of like a token or a currency for Julra. That way you're not just stuck to one slam per run. No wonder I'm dying right there. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end things for tonight. I gotta be to work early again tomorrow. I won't be live again tomorrow, unfortunately, but I'll be back again on Thursday. And assuming everything's working just fine, we'll be playing No Rest for the Wicked. If for some reason No Rest for the Wicked isn't working, or whatever, there's a problem with the launch, then we'll probably be on Last Epoch again. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for all the likes over on YouTube. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to shut things down and get some sleep because got to be at work early again tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing over on YouTube, Demon Slayer. Anyway, you guys take care.